Best of times.
Are you reading this one?
Yes. Little People in Black.
Men in Black.
Men in Black. Let's see. So this is Little People in Black 7. One hot morning, the sound of a dim, far-off racket came in at the open window of Palace Christmas. Santa Claus put his head out. A big smile spread over his rosy face. "It is the children," he said to Miss Santa. "Hear the torpedoes and the cannons, the precious boys. I wish I were bells, the tooting, the bless the down there myself." The chickens revisit the scene of their childhood. Childhood. Tissue?
That's chicken.
Hold on. This is Greta. This is for you, little
Who
birds.
was screaming out loud?
I don't know. Somebody walking by, I guess. Or riding their bike or something. This is Greta, but the birds do not call her Greta. They call her the little crumb girl. On warm days, Greta eats her lunch in the garden, and she likes to drop crumbs for the little feather folk. They know when it's Greta's lunchtime. A crowd of birds, 10 perhaps, fly to the step where she sits. Sometimes Greta crumbles a whole cookie for them. They thank her with merry chirps. Little People in Black 8.
Where's number 8?
This is number 8. But they did it in Roman numerals, not in numbers. So the V equals 5, and the 1, the other ones are equal of 1. Okay. One noon, Miss Santa found Mr. Santa leaning halfway out of the window. She feared he would lose his balance and fall, and she spoke to him. "Hush," said he. "I am watching to see if that dear little girl takes that unripe apple with which that bad boy is tempting her. If she does take it, off goes her name from the Christmas doll book." Will she take it? Interesting. Where are you going?
I'll go pee.
Okay, I'll pause it. All right, Little People in Black 9.
Whoa. Then Little People in Black 10.
Yes, that's right. Right there. Okay. "Well, what do you see this morning?" said Miss Santa. "I see a good child," said Santa. "I have ordered a big wax doll for her stocking. She has been offering her rag doll to the family cat who has lost her kittens. It does my heart good to see a child like that. The king of the fairies is out for a ride. He has 2 little horses. They gallop with pride. They gallop and gallop down through the green valleys and up the hills steep, and all for a glimpse of the children asleep. They gallop and gallop."
How many pages are you going to do?
Just a few.
Oh, just a few. Oh, look, 4 minutes. Are you doing 7 minutes or 7?
Sir Donkey. This is Sir Donkey. He stands in the sun, and his voice goes off like a sudden gun. Then he waves his ears and closes his eyes and tries to imagine the children's surprise. Little People in Black 10. The kind of child that I most like," said Santa, "is the child that has no playmate and contrives to amuse herself from morning until night with her own songs, her own thoughts, and her own plays. For such a child, I see one now. I will save the best toys in my next Christmas pack." No playmates.
I guess we read this one tomorrow.
My papa says there are 2, 4, 6 stories in this book. I do not see any stories. I see words. Mama says these black marks are words. My papa says stories are made of words. Stories are made of boys and girls and dogs and horses and rides and things. I do not know how to get a story out of a book. I like hear stories best. Little People in Black 12. Santa was holding up the Christmas sleigh. Oh dear, said he. There are so many good children this year. I do not know where to go first.
Where's number 11?
That is number 11. That X is 10 and the 1. 10 plus 1 equals 11. It's Roman numerals. They're different than our numbers. There are so many good children this year. I do not know where to go first. I think, though, it will be at the house where the little girl comes out to sweep the paths clean every day, rain or shine. I like the little workers. The tidy little girl. Addition table for little folks. Little folk. Here we go. The tale begins with 1. My pullet in the sun is brushing up her feathers. Her day's work is begun. 1 and 1 are 2. She proudly turns to view. Safe hid within the cozy nest, a weg of snow-white hue. 1 and 2 are 3. Dame Black and she agree that such an egg by mortal hen will never equaled be. 1 and 3 are 4. The rooster in the door crows loud, and to the admiring crowd add 1 spectator more. 1 and 4 are 5. Squire Rooster makes a dive, and o'er the long fat angle worm the whole assembly strive. One and 5 are 6. Lo, Carlo, full of tricks, comes scrambling o'er the cook's woodpile, upsetting all the sticks. 1 and 6 are 7. Brimful of mischievous leaven, he wakes old Boss, and soon the flock to the 4 winds are driven. 1 and 7 are 8. Hear Tabby softly purr, but as the corner Carlo turns, her claws are in his fur. 1 and 8 are 9, with 1 most dismal whine. He flies with Boss, where pitying Rose, her clothes hang on the line.
What's that?
Where? What's what?
That? What?
They call it the dismayed little shepherd.
Is it dead?
I don't know.
Did he kill it?
I don't know if he's dead or if he's just dragging it or...
Oh, is that 8 minutes? We gotta hurry.
Okay, so we'll finish. 1 and 9 are 10. Quoth he to old Boss then, I'll never sound while Tabby's round, the call to war again.
Next.
There we are. So we'll start all about Grandpa Howard's farm next, okay? All right.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you.
Or Siren's Head will come to your house.